In the modern era, animation has become a staple in media thanks to its ability to present static visuals as moving imagery. It possesses the ability to present stellar visuals in motion and evolve the storytelling potential of art, breathing new life into anything imaginable to the point where it stimulates life itself. But its unlimited storytelling potentially begs an interesting question. What surrealistic scenario could animation represent? We find that question in the movie called Pink Floyd, The Wall. Directed by Alan Parker and Gerald Scarfe, the movie is a visual representation of a British band album of the same name. It follows the story of Pink, a rock star who builds a metaphorical wall to protect himself from the trauma he experienced in his life from his early age, eventually breaking down mentally to tear down the wall. While the movie itself is primarily live action, the visual execution of its surreal animation is more than enough to emphasize the mental trauma the protagonist face, and eventually influence the storytelling style of other bands.
Following the theories of therapeutic psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud, surrealism is indeed the deciding factor in this film, contemplated by its concept of using metaphor in its storytelling to give it an abstract presentation of its theme of mental trauma. Animation helps bring surrealism to its fullest potential with its unbound exaggeration and the grim representation of its somewhat symbolic imagery in post-war country or domestic struggle already give the audience a sense of unease upon first watching the film. But upon watching the film for the first time, some may ask, why do I empathize with the protagonist? Why do I feel uneasy? The answer to that lies in the way the film uses its surrealism. Surrealism takes the infinite possibility of the unnatural to create fantastical scenarios for better or worse, but The Wall uses it as a simulation to showcase realistic events experienced by the protagonist, amplified further to the unnerving design and morphing animation.
The unusually grotesque designs used aren't simply for an aesthetic look into a troubled mind. They are used in a way that enables the audience to interpret their own theories at the deeper meaning of the visuals shown. The way each image segues into another allows us to see multiple forms of a single thing, from direct references of a young child growing into a soldier of war, to the more intricate detailings of an abusive educator literally grinding his students, or even the transition of an avian literally tearing a chunk of the nation as a dual message of the enemy's triumph or the country's defeat. Pink Floyd The Wall puts us in the perspective of its protagonist's distorted mind, using it as an example of the infinite ways surrealism enables interpretation of the unusual to instill haunting imagery to the human mind. It'd be a truly terrifying world if everything surreal the mind imagines was real. To quote Magneto from X-Men,
"Humanity has always feared that which is different."
And that's true in the case of this film. So, if you want a spectacle of abstract imagery complemented by a narrative soundtrack, Pink Floyd The Wall does the job to the best of its abilities. Thank you.